My friends live in Lebanon with their little daughter, and my friend's father is a career diplomat, and he's been all over the world serving in different embassies, and right now he's the ambassador to Libya. It's a very, very tough assignment. It's not like being the ambassador to the Court of St. James in London. This is a real challenge. And as an ambassador, wherever he would go, he would represent the President of the United States, and really the United States in that country. That's what an ambassador does. Represents another sovereign nation, but especially the king, queen, or the president of that nation when it comes to international relations. Well, Paul is going to take the image of an ambassador and apply it to himself and to Timothy. So, we're going to be reading from the Connections workbook, and if you're involved with the Connections program, all these readings are in that. So, this is the second reading from the Mass on Ash Wednesday. So, it's the first letter to the Corinthians. It's the second letter to the Corinthians. So here we go. Brothers and sisters, we are ambassadors for Christ, as if God were appealing through us. We implore you on behalf of Christ, be reconciled to God. For our sake, God made him to be sin who did not know sin, so that we might become the righteousness of God in him. Working together, then, we appeal to you not to receive the grace of God in vain. For he says, in an acceptable time I heard you, and on the day of salvation I helped you. Behold, now is a very acceptable time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. So this is Paul really pleading his cause. So what's happening here? This is taken from a section of the letter where Paul is talking about the ministry of reconciliation. And reconciliation is a really important word in the Old Testament, in the New Testament, but especially in the letters of St. Paul, reconciliation. Paul says that he and Timothy are ambassadors of reconciliation. Who are they representing? Well, they are ambassadors of Jesus Christ. And then we're told that God sent Jesus Christ and made Jesus Christ sin, although he didn't know sin, so that we could be reconciled with God the Father. So, Paul and Timothy, when they talk about we, Paul wrote this letter, but he's writing it with Timothy. He says, so be reconciled with God. Be reconciled with others. And then he says, and do this now, because now is the day of salvation, and now is an acceptable time. So there's an urgency there in Paul's voice and in the writing. Okay, this is a little hard to do, but I'm going to try it anyway. Reconciliation is a great word. If you should write down the word and break it up into 4 different smaller words. The first one is re, R-E. The next one is con, C-O-N. The next word is the main root, cilia, C-I-L-I-A. And then the last one is T-I-O-N. So, cilia is the most important word. It means cilia, if you know anything about anatomy, cilia are little hairs, like in our stomach or in our throat, and they filter out dust. There. But cilia is also the Latin word for eyelashes. Now, this is a little wonky, so you just need to be a little patient with me. So, cilia means eyelashes. Con means coming together. combine, coming together. Re means again, like revolve. It just keeps going around and around and around and around. And tion is just the Latin for a process, like deforestation is the process of the forest being destroyed, or industrialization is the process of a country becoming industrialized. So reconciliation, working backwards, means the process of eyelashes coming together again. The process of eyelashes coming together again. And hopefully you're saying, what is Father Jim talking about? Well, it really means this. This is what reconciliation means. It doesn't mean eyelashes, but it means eyes. It means eyes. Reconciliation is the process of eyes coming together again. And what does that mean? When we've offended a person, we don't want to look them in the eye. We're ashamed and we look away. Or if someone has hurt us, we don't want to look at them either. We just want to ignore them and go on our way. Reconciliation, it's a Latin word, but it means being able to look someone in the eye again, whom either has offended you or you have offended them. So, during the season of Lent, we're called to experience reconciliation, to be reconciled with God. And if we do that, then we also become reconciled with other people who have offended us or whom we have offended and hurt. So, let's be ambassadors for Christ. Let's first of all be reconciled with God, and then let us extend His mercy and His forgiveness to others during the season of Lent. And remember, now is the acceptable time, and now is the day of salvation. God bless.